Okay, we are starting. Are you ready? Yeah, perfect. So I can see if you got my information in real time. Okay, let's start. As you may know, this is SONarchitect ISO. This is let's say we are proud of saying that this is the most innovative tool of calculation of zone insulation according to the European norm 12354 in the entire building. So what we see that in the market there were only some tools that cannot only deal with 2 boxes. We say, okay, we can do something for making this work easier, and we have created SONarchitect ISO. Forget about these 2 boxes. Just draw your building with an arbitrary geometry, with all the materials you have, and with the building you want. First of all, I'm introducing you as an architect, and this is the desktop. And you have here all the tools for drawing and file managing. This is the file toolbar, and this is the working mode toolbar. This is the main the important one. We'd like SONarchitect to be working with SONarchitect to be as fluent as we wish. So we have decided to stage it in 6 stages. It's drawing, materials, requirements, facades, 3D, and results. So what SONarchitect gets from you, so you only have to tell SONarchitect how the geometry of the building is, which are the materials that are implied in the construction of your building, how are the requirements that will evaluate SONarchitect, which is the area that you will place your building, and the facade noise emission. And then you can also edit your building in 3D and just calculate. It's everything. So let's just first, what we'd like to do is make SONarchitect a very, very simple tool. You just have to sketch a toy building like this one, just pressing your left button and right button to end the lines. You don't have to tell SONarchitect if a line is a facade, is an interior wall, because SONarchitect already knows that. SONarchitect recognizes what you are drawing in real time. Okay, so you can see these 3 rooms, and you can now see in 3D. And we can also reply these with some more repetitions, like 4. Okay. So a box versus another box is over. Now we have an entire building. How we build this one, just plan by plan. We can sketch this with a raised hand, just drawing lines, and you have some drawing aid tools like perpendiculars. If you press Shift you will make, from this corner, you will make a 90 degrees shift perpendicular or parallel to this orange highlighted line. And if you press Ctrl, you will make a global perpendicular and parallel. Then you can manage, you can copy floors, you can erase floors and everything. Can you all follow me? Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, just for checking, thank you. Just for checking that everything is going okay, because I'm not watching to your faces. Okay, so we have this this toy building. We have sketched it, and now it's time for adding some materials. In SONarchitect, we have our own catalog named Son Catalog. We also have some commercial catalogs from some companies, so you can choose the materials that you want to add. But of course, you can have your own ones. You can create the material you want just from data that you can have, from data that you can get from your suppliers, or data you can calculate from with other tools like Insul, Thorva, and whatever. Actually, Insul has a plugin that can export a material to SONarchitect. For creating a new material, you just have to enter the scripture, the type of material, the total, the surface mass. This internal loss factor and critical frequency are for further development, so you don't have to fill them right now. And of course, tell SONarchitect that this will be a lightweight solution, or it will be an elastic bands or a double wall where available. Okay, but we also add two tools for making this task easier. One of them is SONequation. This is a very small tool where we have collected some models from the literature for modeling the sound reduction index of the elements like single panel, a double panel, a light wall, wall lining. For example, single panel, you have all these models that are available in the literature. So this is not from us, this is from these authors. And you only have to fill in the values like this. Select the material that are implied in this solution, and you can select it from our built-in database of general materials. Okay, and you just have the model of Kremer of a solid brick of this density and this thickness. Just press OK. Let's tell you that this is a wall, and this is it. We also have we don't only have SONequation. We also have some multi-layer. There is a tool for calculating the sound reduction index of multi-layer solutions. It's according to the matrix transfer function, so you only have to insert layer by layer. As for example, let's name this plasterboard of with this pattern. and this will be a solid medium of plaster. Okay, you can copy this one. You can create another one named mineral wool with the pattern of mineral wool. And this mineral wool will be a curious medium of, let's say, 4,000. Just add a new one named cavity. With cavity. Okay, and this is an acoustic fluid. Okay, and just compute, and you have the transfer model function of these 4 layers. Let's press OK and add it to your data, and you have also the pattern here and the image. So this database is totally customizable, so you won't have any problem. You can import and export to a XML format where you can also edit your materials, and every row that you write in this XML will be another material that can be imported. And for large companies, you can also connect SONarchitect to a central server, an SQL server, where all the materials that your users are being added will be contained. Okay, the third working mode is the users mode. When you start a new project, you define general information like your name and some reference, and then you also have to place a default incident noise for your building. You can add a noise spectrum for white, pink, brown with a global value, a placement, acoustic area that are contained in the European norm, and some custom value that will be collected from your measurements in the area of your building. We will touch these issues later on, but what I'd like to explain to you very carefully is the requirements. With SONarchitect ISO, you can build your own requirements. Just create the room types. Yeah, like this one, new room type, my room type. Select a color that will be, which will be displayed. This one, okay. And then you can add some requirements to this room type. Every row that you will add here will be a new requirement. And in the first column, you have to choose if this requirement deals with airborne impact, reverberation time, or indoor sound pressure level, in case this room type will be a noise enclosure. So this will be a source, a noise source. Okay, let's check airborne sound insulation. From where this requirement will be taken on account, you will select here the unit. Let's define unit as the difference. Let's say it very simple. The difference between your dwelling and your neighbor's dwelling. These are 2 different units. 2 rooms in your same flat are in the same unit. The 2 rooms, one next to another, in your flat and your neighbor's flat are in two different units. Okay? So this is a kind of new concept that is very important for defining the room types and the requirements. So you can define if this requirement will be from the same unit, from different unit, or it will be a facade one. Let's check the same unit. And then you can also select the type of room that will be calculated this requirement from. So it could be anyone or some of these, or otherwise if you have checked stairs, for example, in a previous requirement. So you can fill all the possibilities, so you can get all the possibilities for this requirement. Let's say any. The fourth column is the parameter. So you can check which parameter will be calculated between these two rooms. So it will create standards, level difference, and all the parameters that are contained in the 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 norm. I will be insisting all the time in this. SONarchitect ISO only deals with 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 norm. So every thing that you are doubting that this is not with the reality, this how reliable is SONarchitect. So SONarchitect is as reliable as the norm 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. Not more and not less. The tools that were previously in the market just dealt with two boxes. Now so you don't have to simplify the reality into two boxes. So you just have to model the reality, and we want the user to make a model of the building, so you can get the best of SONarchitect, and you can also get the best of the norm. The fifth column is the frequency analysis, so you can check the range of frequencies that you want to analyze your results. Then finally, of course, the requirement, the global value of the requirement, and at the end, a little modificator that means if you want, you want to analyze your insulation in horizontal, vertical, or both of them. Then in the fourth tab, you will have, since we are dealing with the entire building, we can classify this building according to these schemes. So there are up to date, there are 9 schemes of these different countries, but you will have an idea of how good is the performance, the acoustic performance of your building. And the last one is, okay, most of the buildings are having only very few solutions, so you can select your default solutions that will be added as soon as you are drawing. So you can select a slab default solution from the catalog, a wall default solution from the catalog, and so forth. And you can, of course, save and load this default list of materials. And we have created this toy building, but of course we can create a real one. Let's start again. Okay, let's save this one. How to deal with real building? SONarchitect can import a DXF file for using it as a template, so you can draw over it. Let's import this one. So you can import the layers you want with the unit, you may consider and the scale this DXF is in. So let's press OK, and here you have. This is a real building actually. Why don't SONarchitect get the DXF and just identifies it and creates the model with this DXF? Because since we are dealing with the 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 room, you have to take some simplifications and you have to create an acoustic model of your building. This is very, very important. Since you cannot, this is very, very dangerous to make little, for example, little corners like this one, because the 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 is not quite reliable for very tiny flanks. So if a flank is smaller than 20, 30 centimeters, you will get a fake value of the insulation of this flank. So the better if you just sketch somehow your building above it, so you have the reference. It's very easy because as you can see, while in the middle I am drawing, the cursor is sticking to the middle point and to the old lines. You can do it, and you can activate and deactivate that with this little magnet here. And you of course can activate and deactivate the seeing, watching these layers with this little eye here. Okay, so you have this building. This is a real building. Okay. So we now have to sketch a toy building, how to deal with a real building, and let's go to a more complex one. For example, okay, this one. Because I like to show you this, the third mode, that is the facade mode. Of course, okay. So when you are placing a building in an area, you will have to take into account the noise that are in the surroundings for comparing it with the acoustic insulation of the solution of the facade. So you can select the incident noise of this particular facade just with the default sound pressure, or just adding a global level of pink, brown, and white noise. You always have to always can insert a customized L1 2M 1/3 octave value for this facade, or just choosing to be a quiet facade or no disposed facade. Okay, and just press this. All the specs of the facade customizable is that you can add a factor according to the 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 norm that will modify the insulation of the facade according to its shape. For example, if this particular facade has a gallery, you can put a gallery with these parameters that you can find in the 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 norm, and some level difference due to the facade shape will be added to this facade. Okay. So we have seen these three working modes these 4 working modes actually, and now we can check if the 3D model that we have created is okay. And another thing, that just forget about the 2 boxes, because now we can model reality. We can also model interior patios. We can also model elevator shafts. And how we can do it? Just erasing the slabs. Just pressing this or pressing Shift, and with the scroll wheel of your mouse, you can highlight one of the floors, or just press the arrow keys of your keyboard up and down, and you will highlight one of these plans. Just press with the left button over a slab for erasing it, or press with the right button over it for replacing it. So you will be able to create the geometries that you want. For example, this will be an interior one. Okay. So we have the geometry, the materials. We have assigned all the requirements to this building, to this little one building. The facade insulation. We have edited it in 3D. And now just press calculate. Is it everything okay? Can you all of you hear me, and this is as fluent as you want to be? Any other doubt? Or all right? Is it okay? Just perfect. Okay, you can chat if you want me to get deeper into some of the issues that we are dealing with. Okay. Perfect. So as you can see, this wasn't a video. This is an actual real-time calculation. So this is this is kind of one, but SONarchitect is programmed for being as fast as we could. Why? Because we know that time is money, and we know that this will be very important for you, since you want to correct. For example, this one you like to correct, and you would like to improve the acoustic performance of your building. As you can see here, there are some enclosures, pan by pan, that are displayed or highlighted in green, and other ones in red. So we can see that something is not good here. Indeed, Johannes, there are some tutorials online. Yeah. Yeah, it can be that you cannot. It might be depending on the resolution of your computer that you might see the words very tiny. Okay, so we have in this tiny building, we have placed in the basement or in the first floor, we have placed some noise enclosures. So when you have assigned some noise enclosures and you calculate it, you will get also an outdoor noise map. As you can see, this is an approximation that is contained on the fourth or sixth annex of the 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 norm. And you not only have this outdoor noise map with the color scale here in the left, on the left, so you will have all the contributions of the different rooms for this noise. Just browsing this tree. Okay. And from each room you can analyze the facades that are emitting this noise. And from every facade you can have the value of the equivalent acoustic power. So you can insert this then in a more complex model of sound propagation outdoor. And you can analyze also the transmission paths of this facade. Okay, but the most important thing is the fulfillment of the requirements that you have entered here. So you have the first floor, and you can check all the rooms that are contained in this floor. Okay, for example, this room 19 is adjacent to all these rooms. As you can see, some of them are like the one that I have edited before. Some of them are very narrow, and this is not two boxes. This is two real enclosures in a building. This is an elevator shaft, and this is a real room. And from every couple of rooms, you will have the values that you are getting, that you have assigned in the requirements stage. For example, these we have the blue one is the emitter one, and the red or green one, in case it does fulfill or not the requirements, will be the receiver one. So between these two rooms, there is an error noise of 40, this apparent reduction, sound reduction index of 48. And this is only this separator mode. There could be more than one. And you will have all the 13 paths, transmission paths between these two rooms. This is not trivial. It's like, okay, this is very hard to get in a real building, and this is very hard to approximate to a two boxes model. And of course, this is not fulfilling the requirements. So I know that you want to improve this. SONarchitect helps you to improve this. How? Just selecting which is the weakest path of it, and telling you that you should and you must improve this path. Just double-clicking and checking which are the elements that are in this path. So you have to improve this path performance. You can display all of them, but you know this one is the worst one, and this is what you have to improve. Otherwise, it won't fulfill the requirements. If some of them could be guilty, they will be highlighted in orange. So you will change some of them. But here, if you want just to change this, just press the key G in the keyboard. So go to, this is the enclosure that is in that result. So you should change something in here in order to improve that insulation value. Okay? And this is very quick. Just modify something, just another slab, for example, calculate again, and check if it's okay, and if it's not, just do it again. But as you can see, it's very fast. Actually, Nowadays, the users of SONarchitect are projecting very big projects, and then are also offering a brand new service, let's say, that okay, you can hand in your project to the very beginning stages of the project, but then you can also help the people that are real in the building, that are constructing the building. And if the people over there say, okay, I cannot use this material because the provider has broke down, so I have this another material, may I use it? Okay, let's go to the materials stage, and you have the list of materials here. Okay, so the contractor is telling me that okay, I don't have this lab solution anymore, but I have another one. Okay, which one I have? I have concrete insulated, my glass insulation wall. Okay, so just replace it here also, and calculate again. And if the performance is going okay, I can tell immediately the guy in the building, okay, you can use that. Because it also fulfills the requirement. So it's very fast. And you will improve, and you will have an additional value for against your competitors. You have a tool that is going very quickly. You have a tool that when you will get a lot of time for doing a lot of calculations, and you will have this ability for doing things that quickly. Of course, this is a very tiny, a very small construction, but of course we have some more big ones like this one. This is a 30,000 square meters hospital that is in Bilbao, here in Spain. It's huge. Actually, it's the hardest building that we have to deal with because it's a hospital. So the yeah. Okay, I'm going to deal with that. Okay. This is a very big project with very narrow things, with corridors and a lot of things. So just press calculate. This warning is because in this particular building there are some microplanks. Let's say microplanks. There is a warning that SONarchitect is telling you that some of the enclosures that you have drawn contain these little planks that I told you that could not be very reliable with the 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 norm. So SONarchitect also helps you for not doing things wrong. So you know that we know and we are aware that 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 has this limitation. So we can also deal with that. And like one of our attendants say, there was something that I didn't tell you. It was what SONarchitect is doing for you. It is a little funny, but it's that way. With this huge building, for example, it's very hard to know because when you are dealing only with two rooms, okay, how did you select those two rooms in this huge building? How did you do that? This is not trivial to get the worst examples of the worst cases in this one. It's not trivial. So why don't we do the entire building? So SONarchitect will select for you the worst cases. And another thing is, okay, we have the geometry, we have the materials, we have the room types, the facade. What about the junctions of these materials? So here in the material stage, since SONarchitect knows the geometry and the materials, you don't have to choose if the junction is a T, is a cross, is light versus heavy, is heavy versus light, is whatever. You just have to locate where the elastic junctions are, and nothing else. Because SONarchitect knows everything, and SONarchitect will get the model of the KAA of the reduction coefficient index of vibration coefficient index of the junctions between these two rooms, for example, in slabs and in walls. So here, for example, you can insert an elastic layer on the right of this wall, on the top, on the bottom, and on the left of this wall. So SONarchitect will assign here the model of the KAJ for this calculation. So SONarchitect do this for you. It's not needed. SONarchitect knows the geometry, the materials. Just only tell SONarchitect where the elastic junctions are, and nothing else. Okay, this is trying to be a very introductory and brief webinar, and very small one. And we will do some more free webinars that will deal with junctions, with the 12354 ISO. So we will get deeper into it. So that's why I haven't touched it that way. Perfect. So you have the entire building. Just 10 minutes more, and that's all. And this webinar will be over. And okay, how can we improve or optimize the acoustical behavior of this building? We have the entire building, so we can have some statistics of it. For example, from the protected and habitable, we have this calculation. There is the habitable versus a different unit from another enclosure. So we have to have this histogram with all the statistics of this requirement in this huge building, and it's interactive, since you can click over a bar, you can click a bar, and you will have highlighted these enclosures that are among the enclosures of this bar. Okay, so you can see, okay, I don't have money for building this one, so let's go to the most protected enclosures in the building. Here and here, okay, I can identify them. Let's go to 3D and materials, put a sign, a weaker solution here, so I can save money. Okay? Or I can correct, because I can see where the worst cases or the cases that are not fulfilling are, and I can go there and put some stronger solutions here, so I can improve the acoustical performance of the building. So you have everything. You have all the requirements, customizable requirements, you have the statistics. You can do with this building acoustically what you want. And finally, of course, you can create a PDF report, customizable with your logo, with a cover page, index, all the requirements that you have added. A fulfillment statement is a sheet where you can just sign and hand in the building statistics that are these histograms that I have just displayed, the acoustic classification, and all the records. But not all, just you can put all, you can put some from the selection, just the selection, let's say, if you display all the rooms, all the records, because these are records, just double click here. If you click in this icon, okay, this record will be added to the selection list, or you can just press P and this the key P in the keyboard, and this record is highlighted in blue, so it will be also added to the record list. Okay. And here you have these two that are added. But the most important thing is that you can only report the worst cases. So SONarchitect chooses the worst cases for you. So it's simple, you don't have to do anything else. Just click here and it will create a PDF report with the worst cases of this building. You don't have to choose them for you and make a simple simplification with that box-to-box model. Anyway, you can also write a box-to-box model here. It's very simple, as you could see in the first tiny building that I draw. But this is more important because you can optimize, you can select, and you can create the buildings as you want. There is one more feature that is just for the end of this webinar, that I hope it won't be the last one. But I promise you that it will play only 1 hour. So now I'm just almost half of the time. There is let's check, let's find another one. Here. This one. Okay. You can see this is not a trivial couple of enclosures for analyzing. This is a very complex one, and it's very complex to get all these surfaces and how is dealing with this junction between these two enclosures. You can also export these results to an XML file, so you can edit, you can create some graphics and so forth in Excel later on. But what I'd also like to show you for the end is this elevation 3D. Okay. Where you can hear your building here. Hit plus. Let's take one more. So any doubt at this stage, this webinar is taken to its end. Can you all hear me? Okay. Well, great. Yeah. So I'll show you here the auralization. Okay. If you had a pair of headphones, you will be able to show your final client that how the acoustic performance of your building is going to be. Yes. Choose a track from here, or just load a track from your computer. Press play and just navigate to one of the rooms. If you have a very good couple of headphones, you will feel the difference between left, up and down, right. Just enter in the noisy room that will be the violet one, and change to the other room that will be the green one. So you can provide also sensations for your final client. Okay, these will be the acoustical behavior of your building. Are you agree with that? Especially if you are dealing with a guy who is constructing, who's building a hotel. Okay, I can give you the acoustic quality not only of this room but also the attic one. So you want to say, okay, the guys who are going to the attic in this hotel will have a more comfortable acoustic performance, and these guys won't have not that good one. So we can do that because we are dealing with the entire building. And you can hear this performance, and you can hear also the performance in the attic. So there is no problem at all with doing that. Okay. Not audio is transmitted from the system, just my voice. So I invite you to download the demo so you can play around with this auralization tool. Okay. Yeah, you can just ask now. You have time now if you want to. I'm not in a hurry. You can just share some impressions. You can chat, and you can ask whatever you want, or you can mail me later on as you wish. Of course, we are dealing with the junctions, Andreas. We are dealing with the junctions deeper in a later webinar. But this was only for having an idea of what SONarchitect is. So you can deal with the entire building. Just forget about hundreds of working hours. Just having problems with the approximations of these two box models of your real buildings. Just draw it, assign the materials that could be on our catalog, on our manufacturer's catalog, or your materials, and
and
then
then
check
check
the
the
3D
3D
configuration of
configuration
your
of your
building,
building,
erase
erase
some
some
slabs or
slabs or
whatever.
whatever.
Just
Just
calculate,
calculate,
and you
and
have
you
it
have it
all.
all.
You have
You have
everything.
everything.
So
So
just
just
you
you
can
can
check
check
our
our
website for
website for
more
more
information,
information,
our
our
YouTube
YouTube
channels,
channels,
Vimeo
Vimeo
channels
channels
for
for
these
these
tutorials,
tutorials,
or
or
you
you
can.
can,
This
this
presentation
presentation
is
is
being
being
recorded.
recorded.
Okay.
Okay.
All
All
the
the
calculations are
calculations are
given
given
in
in
one
one
third
third
octave
octave
band.
band.
So
So
this,
this,
as I
as I
told you
told
in
you
the
in the
very
very
beginning,
beginning,
SONarchitect
SONarchitect
deals
deals
with
with
the
the
ISO
ISO
12354.
12354.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
download this
download this
demonstration
demonstration
in
in
this.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
exactly,
Christian.
Christian.
The
The
one two
one
three
two three
five.
five.
Just
Just
SONarchitect
SONarchitect
just
just
deals
deals
with the
with the
one two
one
three
two three
five
five
four.
four.
So
So
it
it
does
does
exactly
exactly
with
with
well, what
what
the
the
document is
document is
containing.
containing.
Yep.
Yep.
So
So
Andreas,
Andreas,
yes,
yes,
these
these
presentations
presentations
will
will
be
be
available
available
in
in
the
the
animating
animating
platform.
platform.
It's
It's
being
being
recorded.
recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
Any
other
other
doubt
doubt
from all
from
of
all of
you?
you?
I
I
didn't
didn't
want you
want you
to
to
get
get
bored.
bored.
So
So
this
this
was a
was a
very
very
quick,
quick,
and I'd
and I'd
like to
like
do
to do
very
very
fast
fast
and
and
quick.
quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. You
sure.
can
You can
do,
do,
Christian. You
Christian.
can
You
do
can do
whatever you
whatever you
want.
want.
Rooms
Rooms
within
within
rooms,
rooms,
rooms
rooms
over
over
rooms.
rooms.
The
The
geometry is
geometry
not
is not
restricted at
restricted at
all.
all.
You can
You can
do
do
anything.
anything.
Of
Of
course, if you
course, if you
want
want
to
to
know
know
more
more
information
information
about it,
about it,
just
just
mail
mail
me and
me
we
and
can
we can
have
have
a
a
personal
personal
online
online
meeting, and
meeting, and
I
I
can
can
show
show
you some
you some
more
more
features of
features of
SONarchitect,
SONarchitect,
and
and
it will
it
be
will be
great.
great.
But what I
But what I
like
like
to,
to,
uh, my
my
intention
intention
with
with
this
this
webinar
webinar
was
was
just
just
introducing you
introducing
to
you to
SONarchitect.
SONarchitect.
We
We
will
will
do
do
some
some
more
more
webinars
webinars
in
in
the
the
next
next
weeks,
weeks,
very
very
next
next
weeks,
weeks,
with
with
junctions
junctions
modeling,
modeling,
one, two,
one, two,
three,
three,
five,
five,
four,
four,
dealing,
dealing,
and
and
some
some
other
other
aspects of
aspects of
not
not
only
only
SONarchitect
SONarchitect
but
but
also
also
the
the
acoustic
acoustic
treatment of
treatment
a
of a
building, of
building,
an
of an
entire
entire
building.
building.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
will
will
mail
mail
you
you
with the
with the
new
new
webinars.
webinars.
The for
The for
sure,
sure,
one of
one
the
of the
issues, or
issues,
one
or
of the
one of the
main
main
issues, is
issues is
that
that
when the
when the
junctions,
junctions,
some of
some of
the some of the
some of the
people is
people is
always
always
asking,
asking,
oh,
oh,
how
how
can we
can we
deal
deal
with
with
junction? It's
junction? It's
very
very
tough.
tough.
It's very
It's very
tough
tough
work.
work.
Indeed, it's a
Indeed, it's
very
a very
tough.
tough.
That's
That's
why
why
with
with
SONarchitect,
SONarchitect,
you
you
only
only
have
have
to
to
select
select
where
where
the
the
elastic
elastic
junctions
junctions
are,
are,
no
no
more.
more.
Hi,
Hi,
David from
David from
Granada. How
Granada.
do
How
you
do you
mean
mean
with
with,
what do you
what do
mean
you
with
mean with
non-homogeneous
non-homogeneous
junctions?
junctions?
Yeah, indeed. We just model. You have the geometries. So SONarchitect has geometry, so SONarchitect knows where if a junction is a T or a cross. SONarchitect knows the material, so he knows if the materials are light solutions or heavy solutions. So we get all this information. We go to the KAJ model selection, and we put this information over there. Choose the right KAJ model, and just calculate it. So of course there is no symmetrical junctions between walls. But the walls they themselves are being to be symmetric because the ESA model, the SEA model, it's this way. So you have this symmetry in walls, but not in junctions. You can do just these asymmetric junctions. Yeah, indeed. With SONarchitect you can also create new materials with these elastic bands embedded on them. Okay, I can show you. When you are creating a new material, this will be a wall, for example. If you put that this will be on elastic walls, it automatically will add an elastic wall, an elastic band over and below it. Julie, you can see some of the measurements versus calculations in our website. And SONarchitect CTE category section in the validation section. But we will do a comparison between softwares and also a comparison between SONarchitect and Reality, SONarchitect ISO. We will release that next week. Any other doubt? We have time enough and not in a hurry. So these doubts will help me to create a new webinar. For example, with junctions and with the reliability of SONarchitect measurements versus calculations and so forth. I hope the communication was fluent as I wish. Yeah, you can change the geometry whenever you want. Just sketch some other. Okay, for example, here. You can change the geometry whenever you want, and it will create some other. SONarchitect will identify what you are drawing as two enclosures, two different enclosures with two different facets and so forth. Up to date, nowadays we only are dealing with DXF templates. because
because
if
if
this is
is
the
the
only
only
drawing
drawing
model
model
that we
that we
can get
can get
is
is
the
the
because it's
it's
free and
free and
it's
it's
but I
but I
think that
think
there
that
are
there are
some
some
tools
tools
that
that where you can
uh, export
export
from
from
PDF
PDF
to
to
DXF.
DXF.
It's very
It's very
hard
hard
to
to
identify
identify
the
the
lines in the
lines in the
PDF.
PDF.
So
So you better
work
work
with
with
DXF
DXF
so you
so you
can
can
clean
clean
it.
it.
Of
Of
course,
course,
as
as
I'm
I'm
telling
telling
you,
you,
you
you
should
should
make
make
an
an
acoustic
acoustic
model of the
model of the
building.
building.
Vital,
Vital,
yes.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any
Any
other
other
question?
question?
Great.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will
I
mail
will
you
mail
with the
you with the
next
next
webinars.
webinars.
Thank
Thank
you all
you
of
all
you
of you for
you to
you to
attend.
attend.
I
I
hope
hope
this
this
will be
will
at
be at
least
least
fruitful for
fruitful for
you.
you.